How can you be invited for such an event for free?
A lot of great things in my life happened. My first song started blowing up when I was actually really applying all these things.
I didn't pay to be here on this cruise event, you know?
I think in the end, life is a flow, and life will always get you like this, you know?
Claudio, brother, good to see you here. I'm
Good
so
to-
excited that you are here, you know?
Good to see you too, Dominic.
Yes. We actually met with Claudio just 5 days ago on this Gin Cruise event. This is your first Gin Cruise event. Can you explain people what Gin is? Gin actually stands for, you know, Global Information Network. So
Yeah.
can you explain to them what Global Information Network is?
Well, the Global Information Network is a group of people that come together because they want to succeed more in life, develop themselves, and, you know, reach all of their goals and dreams. And that's why they come together and build a community that supports each other, which is awesome.
This is your first experience in life in person with this
Yeah.
community, right? What are your first impressions about it?
My first impressions are that everyone is very positive, which is awesome. Everybody transmits good energy, and you feel very welcome and good being here.
So you got the taste of it, you know. You were invited here as a guest. This is a 5-day event. We are on a boat, you know, but it's basically a vacation time, right?
Yeah.
How much did you pay to be here?
I ended up not paying at all. I was invited as a guest by my friend who's a gym member, and I had to pay something to reserve the room, but it was just a small fee of $250.
Yes.
So
and if you actually don't spend any money on the boat, they will,
I will
give
get
you
it back.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So it's basically for free, yeah?
I did spend some money on Starbucks, but
Oh man. Oh no, who am I talking to? You got roasted coffee and you also got roasted for it, bro. That's double roast, man.
double
You
roast.
got, oh my god.
That's what happens when you go to gym, you get roasted.
No, that's actually
No,
not
it's
what
not- it's not
happened.
true.
So yeah, you get here invited for free. How does it even work? Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense for people that are not part of the club. Like, how can you be invited for such an event for free?
I mean, you should ask Kevin that, but I believe on the one side his purpose is to spread this information and see people succeed, and also hope to bring people into the club and show them how amazing the club is and have them become members as well. So I think that's the whole philosophy behind that.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if the next cruise is gonna have that same opportunity because it's filling up fast, but
And have you booked your ticket?
I have not yet, no. I have
Oh
not yet.
man, you are risking, bro.
I am risking.
You
I'm
are
risking.
gambling, you know,
But-
if you're gonna be here.
I heard the gentleman before me, and he said, if I'm meant to be here, I will. And I love the time here, and I would love to be here, but I'm not rushing anything right now.
Of course,
I'm enjoying this time.
it's a some sort of money commitment, right? It's
Exactly.
not. It's, you know, being a part of the club is not for free, right? We get so much value out of it. We get information that helps us succeed. We get support like this, as Claudio mentioned. You know, we get so much benefits from the club. So of course, it's not free. you
Of
know?
course not, no.
But as a part of the club, you get so many benefits. And for me, I pay for being a member of the club, but I didn't pay to be here on this cruise event, you know. And it's such a big blessing, you know, because there are many success clubs. So it
And
does.
if you join the club from now on, you will also get the next cruise for free. If
Yes.
I understand it right.
Yes, you know, the seats are filling up quite fast, you know. We're gonna need a bigger boat. But yes, if you become a member of Global Information Network, you get qualified to go to the Gin Cruise event for free, which is totally amazing. You know, you've been here for 5 days. How do you feel about it?
I mean, I feel really good about it. I think it has really had a great impact on me mentally, spiritually, physically too, I guess. There's been great food here. It's been good to be in this positive environment and, you know, do all these sessions with Kevin and the guest speakers that are just words that are always encouraging and good to hear, and they want to make you get after your dreams. So I feel very pumped up and inspired and motivated. And, you know, I've been familiar with Your Wish is Your Command and some of the level 1 training before, and it makes me want to dive even deeper into that again and really apply all these things in my life to a point where I feel like I'm mastering the basics. So that's my main mission and my goals for the near future.
Yes. These events, live in person, are truly something transformational in it. Yes, because when you listen to these audios, yes, it gives you such valuable information. If you apply it, you will see major results in your life. But being here in person, experiencing this for yourself, going through the processes, you've been through some processes here. Do you feel any different now after the processes?
I've been in touch with the processes for the first time. I wasn't familiar with them before, but super interesting to me. The concept of counter-intentions is super interesting to me, and clearing them out seems like something everybody should do to succeed in life and be happier and have more fun and happiness in life. Processes at first didn't do anything crazy to me. I maybe felt some slight sensations, but sometimes maybe I also, maybe I felt like maybe it's placebo, but especially today when we did some more of them, the last one that was about the spiritual awakening, I really felt a heavy sensation in my body, and I felt the energy in the room, which was pretty powerful. And I'm excited to see what it does in the long term and in the short term, and how I feel the next couple of days and weeks after it. So yeah.
So we're gonna probably have to redo the interview.
Gotta have you
after a couple of
again
weeks.
in 1 month.
Yes. So I'm gonna visit Claudio in 1 month.
Visit me in Los Angeles, bro.
Yeah. Well, I'll be happy to do that. So Claudio, you're a musician, right?
Yeah.
What type of music do you produce?
I produce all kinds of music, but I am an artist, a singer, and I make indie pop, alternative pop music.
Okay.
And yeah, I live in LA now, so we have a nice little garden, so we can do our setup there.
Oh, that would be great. Where can people find you?
They can find me everywhere online, on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and my artist name is Clyde, Clide.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the video so that people can actually find you, yeah?
Yeah.
We mentioned your Wishes Recommend, the basic foundation audio series,
Yeah.
You've been listening to it quite a bit, right? What would you say is the biggest benefit for you from the audio series?
I think the biggest benefit for me was when I really applied it, and I was really like listening to it over and over, so it became, part of my head, part of my competence, unconscious competence, as he says. It really shifted my thinking, where I saw positive things in everything, and there were very few things that were able to drag me down or make me feel bad. And whenever something happened, I was able to see the good in it. And it was a very powerful framing and mindset. And at that time, a lot of great things in my life happened. My first song started blowing up when I was actually really applying all these things. And my belief was very high that I could achieve anything. And that's a very powerful state to be in.
Would you say that the audio series directly affected, the success of your music?
Yeah, I would say so. It's hard to prove, but I know that at that time when I put out my first song, I didn't have a big fan base yet or anything, and I didn't have a real reason to believe that it would do great things, but I knew, you know what I mean? And that was something that the training taught me. I really knew, and I didn't have 1% of doubt, and I knew it would change my life, and it did change my life. And that's why, yeah, it was a great time, and I was feeling great, and great things happened, so the training definitely played a part.
So how long have you been listening to the Your Wishes Recommend series?
First time I listened was a little more than 6 years ago, I think. It was, I think, 2019 actually, which is crazy. Time has passed, and I've had phases where I've listened to it more often, and then sometimes I had breaks and I picked it up again. And right now I'm obviously in a phase again where I'm tapped into it, and I feel really good about listening to it, and good about really wanting to apply it again, because it's a thing that you don't do once. It's a thing it's a journey, it's not something you learn and you always have. You constantly have to remind yourself and put in the work to stay on that frequency.
So you've had experience where you did listen to it consistently sometime, then you didn't, then you started to listen to it again. So did you experience, some ups and downs while this was happening? Was it going up while you were listening to it and then down while not? And do you feel like there's some sort of correlation, applying the information? Because in Jin, we say that we are so-called plugged in the system, which means basically listening to the audios and doing the system that is designed, to bring you success. So would you say there was some correlation between, listening and not listening, and success and failure?
Yeah, I can definitely imagine so. I mean, I think the challenge is that you can listen to it a lot and there's going to be happening great things, but then there's also going to be happening bad things, and maybe you're trained enough for them to not let them affect you, but it still happened to me that some things happened ultimately that did affect me and that made my momentum switch in a way where I did have negative thoughts or feelings again. And you know, when you have like these negative feelings, sometimes you don't even want to listen to it. I don't know if you've been through that phase where where you put it on, but you're like, I don't want to listen to this right now. Like I should feel great, but I feel bad. So what am I gonna do now? You know, and then you feel bad for feeling bad because you know you should feel good. So I think that's why I like had a little distance from it. But in the end, I think I can say whenever I applied it, like applied trying to feel good, applied putting myself into the situation, the feeling that I want to have, envisioning my success, and just having as a goal to feel good right now, which is, you know, pretty much the secret sauce, to feel good right now. If you do that, then everything falls into place somehow. And every time I really did that, I think things were going well as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Situations are gonna come up always, you know. Adversity is always gonna show up, you know.
Yeah.
When you're following your dream, you're going for success, you know, there's some obstacles, you know, that are bound to be, you know, inbound.
Yeah, of course.
And this is something that yesterday on one of the major sessions, Brian Aythorne, you know, was talking about. That, you know, the training is there for you most useful when you are at the lowest points, right? Because then you can actually use the techniques, you know, that we are being taught to bring ourselves back, you know, into the positive spiral, and we don't have to spend, you know, any more time being at our lows, right? So it's interesting that you mention that you've had times where you were listening on and off. And there's some sort of correlation, you know, between that and success and failure. And I ask you because I've had the same thing, you know. I've been listening for a few years, then I stopped listening, and I could see my life, you know, going up and down based on how plugged am I in the system, you know. When I'm doing the system, when I listen to audios, when I attend the events, when I read the books, when I associate with people, the life just gets so much better. And all of a sudden, when I stop, I can immediately see, you know, the spiral downwards. So it's nice that you mention it, and it's great to put a light on it so that people can realize, you know, that the system works only if you work the system, you know.
I think in the end, life is a flow, and life will always get you like this, you know. It would be pretty boring if you were always here. So there will always be things that drag you down or try to drag you down, but that's exactly what it is. I think the training helps you to deal with this way better too. And I think what you said yesterday too, the things you know at the top are the things you learned at the bottom.
Yes, that's well said. That's well said. We got introduced to your vicious recommend, which is the basic foundation and prerequisite before you even join Gin. We are so fortunate to be able to share that information with you for free. If you are interested, you know, in personal development and maybe want more out of your life and are curious, you know, listening to Claudio thinking, this is maybe something for me, I would like to encourage you to type the words your wish in the comments, because I will send it to you to DMs for free so that you can listen to it and judge for yourself if this is maybe something for you, because for me it was. And now I'm here at this Jinko's event. This has been the most transformational experience of my entire life. I can right now tell that I'm completely changed person, you know, and I'm so happy to be here. And I want to spread the message, you know, because this is something that's really hard to understand for somebody that doesn't experience this, right? You've been listening to the Your Wishes, Your Recommend series. You've had some results, some benefits, right? But how do you compare it, you know, to live event like this?
It is more powerful to be here in person, of course, because you're just in the room with everyone and you see Kevin live, and it's like a boot camp, you know what I mean? And I don't think one should exist without the other. I think, you know, in your own time, you should definitely listen to these audios, but like combining it with this is like a great...
Well, if you don't combine it, you don't do the system right, yes?
Exactly.
Yeah, so you are correct, yes. I think this is like plenty teaser trailer for them, you know, to be interested. You can still get to another Gin course for free. Look, if you are gonna take your time, you can do that, yes, but if you're gonna do that, then it's probable that there are not gonna be any more spots left on this ship. Yes, I
that's
got
true.
here for free. Claudio got here for free. Yes.
And you can get here for free
Yes,
too.
and these events are not cheap, you know. Usually,
that's
they
true.
they cost thousands and thousands of dollars. Yes, so you can actually take action right now. Listen to the audio, and if you want to see more people like Claudio, just hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, and I will be bringing you more people like him, so that you can see for yourself that this is truly something special. You know, that this community is, you know, unheard of in this world. I wanna thank you, Claudio, for being here. We just met a few days ago, but I already feel like we've known each other for so many years, you know. And even though that it's not sure yet that we will be going to another Gin Cruise event, I will be happy to see you in any other situation.
I'm sure we'll see each other again, brother.
As you said, you know, if I ever come to California, I can visit you.
Please.
If you ever come to Czech Republic, you can visit me. And this is the benefit of the club. We are building such a strong relationship right here, right now. We've known each other a few days, but look at this, and
Look at this.
yes, you cannot replicate this shit. So
bro.
thank you for being here
Thank
again.
you. Well, my name is Clyde, Clideee on Instagram. Yeah, thanks for tapping in. I can only recommend getting these audios. They've been life-changing for me and anyone that
Yes.
wants to go after anything in life and make their dreams come true should listen to them. It's gonna make you feel great.
Great. So follow Claudio, follow me, and see you here at the Gin Cruise event in 2 years. Yeah. Amazing.